was trying to figure out which.
I love your hair.
Thank you.
It's so cute.
Thank you. I finally found a. Well, I had one lady. I thought she was really good, but the prices were just astronomical. So this lady drives down from Houston,
Oh,
and she's like a third of what this lady was charging me.
and she
Is it?
drives down.
But she has
Wow.
other clients here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her sister lives here, and then if she books something with one person, she'll call and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be in town."
Oh, that's smart.
hmm So,
Make it worth the while.
so she's gonna do me and my son. So she was supposed to do it today. She was the one that was driving down from Houston,
Oh,
um, and then realized she had to take her brother to the doctor. So, and I was feeling bad because I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do it today. So I text her first, and then she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to make it until Sunday." So I'm like, "Thank you,
hmm.
that's perfect." So she'll come to your house and everything and do
That's
it.
cool. So there's multi-purpose. You can multi-purpose this space because I see different staging options.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
hmm
Yes. Okay, closer to me. I've never heard anybody say that I'm too quiet. I'm going to thank you. See, my stomach don't look too bad, does it?
I'm doing the
Okay.
same thing. Like,
Try- Then I can't
mm.
talk.
Lights, camera, action. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're viewing from. I'm Laura Thompson with TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach, and you're tuned into the coffee break. I was just sitting here minding my own business, and look who walked in. She walked in and wanted to hang out with me on my coffee break. And I hate to drink coffee alone, and so I said, "All right, come on." So before we get started with the interview, could you give us a little idea of who you are, what you do, why you do it, the name of your organization, what's going on, all that good stuff?
All the good stuff. Good morning. My name is Marissa McKinnies, and I am the founder and CEO of the Putt Away Cancer Foundation. I started my foundation 10 years ago. I am
Wow.
here in San Antonio right now celebrating our 10-year anniversary
Wow.
of my foundation. I say it's a funny story behind that because it wasn't supposed to be a foundation, it
hmm
was just supposed to be a birthday.
Wow.
And so 11 years ago was a birthday, but then the year after that, the Lord said, nope, that's not what it's for. And it's a foundation. So I just decided to come here today to discuss a little bit about what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Wow. So she drove down from Austin this morning. She is the key player in planning this event that's going to be happening Saturday, as a matter of
Yes.
fact, May 2nd. And so tell us about a little bit about why you started the organization, and what's happened over the past 10 years. Because this is a decade of power.
Yes, yes. So I started my organization for my sister, Leilani Davis. Leilani is my personal cancer warrior. She has battled cancer now for 17 years.
Wow.
I call my cancer warriors warriors, not survivors, because of her battle. Watching what she did and what she's gone through, I've seen that it takes a certain type of tenacity to endure that. So they're warriors, tried and true. So to honor her, what I wanted to do actually, I started my birthday May the 5th, and I wanted to do something special for my birthday because I'm a special kind of person.
Wow.
And so I donated my birthday to give more birthdays to another organization and to raise money and do that for my sister because of her battle with cancer. But it quickly became clear that this was bigger than just a day.
hmm
So I wanted to. It took her a lot to go through that, and I wanted to take her story and multiply it and help others be able to get through their journeys.
hmm
And so what we did is that we started this nonprofit, the Putt Away Cancer Foundation, and we helped to give more birthdays by giving more smiles, creating a
hmm
circle of hope, because
Wow.
we understood that person's battling cancer or any other disease for that matter, they often need a support system to help uplift them.
Mm-hmm.
My sister will tell you it's the power of your mind.
Wow.
And the reason that she's been able to endure this long is because she made the decision of how she was going to live with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
She says her famous phrase is, I have cancer, cancer does not have me. So with that, this year, 10 years, a decade of impact of us actually having a foundation, we're going to celebrate the community that stood behind us as we stood behind those battling cancer. And we're going to recognize a few of our warriors in a powerful ceremony called the Warrior Walk.
Wow.
Where they're going to walk in their victory. Mm-hmm. And they're going to, show this is the true face of cancer. It doesn't have to be the one that they're bent down, broken, with the scarf on their head, crying and weeping because their body's in pain. That's true. They are in pain. But they're choosing to decide, I'm going to live with this and show that I am stronger. The God that's within me is stronger. I'm I'm rooted in my faith. Wow. Our organization is rooted in our faith. My sister is rooted in her faith. And it's the power that's within them that allows them to walk through with that smile on their face and be that beacon of hope.
Wow, so that's phenomenal. So you all do a couple of events a year, is that correct?
So we used to do the miniature golf tournament. That's my signature event.
Okay.
Because the name of my foundation is the Putt Away Cancer Foundation. So Putt with 2 T's. So it sounds like a golfing related thing. And I laugh about that because initially when I was going to do this and I asked the Lord, what can I do? And he popped it in my head, he gave me the name Putt Away Cancer. And I was like, putt, 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 putt. So we're going to do a golfing event. And I'm laughing. I'm like, Lord, I know I look cute in just about anything. I can rock a golf outfit, but I don't know the first thing about golf. And so after sitting with it for a moment, we found the miniature golf tournaments, the miniature golf facilities. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's perfect. My sister is my warrior. We have our families that we want to participate in these things. So let's do a miniature golf tournament because your physical ability, your age, or your skill doesn't really matter. And it's fun. Mm-hmm. So we started the miniature golf tournament. That is our signature event. We've done Closest to the Pin Challenge. Again, it's golf related, but it's not golf specific, right? Okay. And so those are the types of events that we do. We haven't had one since COVID. We've done instead, now we do telethons, and that's an annual thing. Wow. So we do telethons. Thank you to, Street Legend Nation. They sponsor us in that. Right. So our telethons are our way to raise money, and then we give our money back out after we've raised that money.
Wow. So it's Putt Away Cancer. So is PUT an acronym for something?
It's not. Actually, it's just PUT. It's a spin on words to say put it away. It's Putt Away Cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a tongue tick. A lot of people look at it and they automatically assume it's put because it kind of looks that way, and that's intentional. Mm-hmm. But no, it's Putt Away Cancer.
Okay, I like that name.
Thank you.
Thank phenomenal. You. So you all are doing phenomenal work in the community. Kudos to you for thinking of your sister.
Thank you.
And contributing your birthday to celebrate the life of individuals with cancer, specifically your sister.
Thank you.
17 years is a long time mm-hmm. to battle with anything. And so, what are some of the things that, other than the event, that you do like on a daily basis to help uplift her and keep her uplifted?
So I'll tell you first about our programming. So we have what you call the Circle of Hope Award, right?
Okay.
That's because with my sister, it took my mother, myself, my brother, my father, all of us coming together, giving that daily inspiration, taking time to just, pick up the phone and call, see how she's doing, send a joke, make her laugh because laughter is the medicine for a soul, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's just those encouraging things. So with my sister, seeing that, giving her the ability to be encouraged helped change things for her because she would smile. They say laugh through your pain. And so she does the very same thing like what she would do when we would give our Circle of Hope Awards a few times. She doesn't talk very much. I'm the talker in the family, if you can't tell. She doesn't talk very much, but she would tell a person once we give them their award, she's like, hey, if you need someone to talk to, call me. Oh. And I'll be an ear for you. And I offer the same thing. Mm-hmm. Of course, we have different perspectives because she herself can understand them and identify with them. Mm-hmm. I'm the support. So I can be a listening ear, But being with my sister all this time and seeing her battle, that's what we do. And that's what we do for her. So that circle of hope allows us to surround ourselves around the person going through their illness and just saying, we're here. Whether you're in remission or you're currently going through your battle, our
Mm-hmm.
goal is to be, that's why I think it's different with my organization. We're small, but we're mighty.
Mm-hmm.
The two of us are here for anyone to call and just chat about their experience. This is what I'm feeling, because sometimes they don't want to burden their family members. They feel like they're a burden, but you're not. Sometimes families, because we can't take your pain,
Mm-hmm.
we want to hear what you're going through so we can feel like we're doing something to help. And that is the key. If you can't take it from them, but you can be an ear, and sometimes that's all a person needs.
Wow. So you all are having a big celebration on May
Yes.
2nd.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
coming up this weekend.
That's it.
So tell us about, how that came about and what happens at that event.
So we were, okay, it's so funny. I wanted to celebrate this decade of impact. So putting away cancer, a decade of impact. Again, play on words because you would think it's putting away cancer. Um, I say that last year I was just trying to find a way to celebrate this momentous occasion because it almost didn't happen. The
Mm-hmm.
event, being an organization almost didn't happen. Me staying open these 10 years almost didn't happen. COVID came along, and of course, I figured that that was going to shut everything down because I'm not government funded.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not funded by a private donor or anything. Everything is community based. So if a person wants to donate to us, we'll take the funds. That's how we keep our doors open, right? And
Wow.
so I was certain that we were going to close down, but we didn't because, again, we're walking in our purpose. God gave us this. So I want to commemorate that by representing the reason that we're here. So on Saturday, when you come to the event, our signature is going to be our warrior walk. And I'm so excited about that because a banquet, typically you get dressed up, you have your cocktails, you give a few awards, you say thank you, you laugh, look cute, take a few pictures, you walk away. But no, I want front and center my warriors, my reason for existing to be there. And it's only a fraction of them, it's just 5 individuals.
That's
But these
enough.
5 individuals represent different forms of cancer because we, the Putt Away Cancer Foundation, recognize all cancers because they all matter.
Mm-hmm.
My sister's had a colon cancer twice,
Wow.
ovarian cancer, and cervical cancer. And so,
Wow.
with that, I can't say I'm just for this cancer and
Mm-hmm.
ignore the others. My dad has 5 sisters. All of them have had breast or ovarian cancer, thyroid cancer, colon cancer too.
Wow.
And so my cousins, same thing. It runs in the gene pool in the women on my paternal side of the family. So my foundation is very personal. It's very real. The Lord blessed me not to have it, but He gave me the passion to want to do something. So we're going to celebrate that we're still here, we're still standing, and we're still doing the work that God called us to do.
Wow. So this was just all stemmed from your sister,
Yes, ma'am.
and then the vision just kind of
It grew.
expanded and grown. It's grown over the years.
When she was diagnosed, through one of her diagnoses, um, she was battling colon cancer when I started my foundation.
Mm-hmm.
She was battling her first round or second, I can't quite remember, with colon cancer. But during that time, her son was graduating from high school, going off to college, and he's the firstborn.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to figure out how to help her. And so what we found is that um, persons, you can get scholarship money for all kinds of things. So, and I'm backtracking, my Circle of Hope Award, when we give those away, those are for the person battling cancer to use at their discretion. We don't tell you it has to be for a bill, your treatments, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Hope Scholarship is the same way. While you have to go through a competition for that, when they get the money, they use it as they choose. And so those two programs were centered around what I saw my sister go through and
Mm-hmm.
how I figured out how can we help persons battling cancer. So now it's not just the warrior themselves, but it's also their student. So we're having an impact on that next generation.
Wow. So I like the idea that they can use it however they please.
Hmm.
And it may be to invest in something that makes them happy or to
Yes,
make them smile, or something that they've always wanted.
absolutely.
And so, that's a great, heartfelt type gift.
Thank you.
And it's not, you got to use it for whatever. I don't know what tools they use for cancer patients, but you don't have to use it for that. So
Yeah,
that's
because,
phenomenal.
and that's the thing. And I'm not discounting any other organization's efforts and what they do because all of it is necessary,
Hmm.
right? But we forget the basic human needs. And my goal was to help support the basic human needs. So if it was to take her husband out for a date because she was feeling good, so be it.
Right.
If it was for her to go buy her baby girl new shoes or to go get her nails done, so be it. If she wanted to use it for a copay for her medication, so be it. We don't ask you what to use, what you're going to use it for. We just say, this is our way to bless you. Use it as you choose.
Wow. So is it too late for people to get tickets to go to the gala?
Well, so actually, the we have sold all our tickets
Oh
out. Bless
wow.
the Lord.
Wow.
We've sold all our tickets out for the event, but we still do accept donations, of course.
Okay.
My goal this year is I want to bless more people than we have. It's so funny. The thing about giving back, I never thought you would have to chase people to give money away, but you do. You have
Right.
to chase people to give money away. But that's okay because I'm reminded that they say if you build it, they will come. Those that need it will show up.
Right.
Those that are touched by it will be there. And that's all that matters. So while we don't have tickets anymore for persons to come to the event, we're still accepting donations because we're still blessing the community.
Wow. So we're gonna add a QR code to the screen and
Yes.
link it to your website or your
Mm-hmm.
donation platform, and people will be able to scan it and
Thank
give.
you. I
So,
appreciate that. And I always like to throw this disclaimer out there. The beautiful thing about my organization, the Lord has blessed me with a great 9 to 5. All my
mm,
bills are paid. I ain't got to worry about nothing, right?
uh
My organization is all volunteer based. So my board members, they're all volunteer. No one asks for any money.
wow.
So, and I don't have a building, so I don't have to pay a brick and mortar. So all the money that we make, we can give that back out.
Hmm.
And that's what we do throughout the year when we receive our collections. We bless the community. We give it back out to our cancer warriors. So do know that my books are always open. Anybody can take a look if they want to. We give our money back to those that we say that deserve that money. So if you apply for that Circle of Hope Award, we give that money to you at the end of the year.
Wow. So we're hanging out with Marissa McKinnies, with Putt Away
Cancer.
for Cancer,
The Putt Away Cancer
Putt Away
Foundation.
Cancer Foundation, and it's not about golf, but it kind of is.
It kind of.
It's kind of like, when she's helping people, that's kind of like a hole in one
That's it.
or closest to the pin.
Yes.
And so, come out and, well, if you don't have your tickets already, you probably won't be able to come to the event. But give, everybody knows someone with cancer or that has battled cancer or that has overcome cancer. And so it's incumbent upon, and it's an expensive illness. It's not something that, you go and get a shot and that's it. You have to do things continuous over and over again. And so it's important that organizations like Put Away Cancer is available and around, and you could just donate to it, and 100% of the proceeds go to the cancer patients. So is there anything else you would like to say before we close out?
I just want to thank TAN TV for your support and for inviting us out on your platform. The work that you guys do is amazing. The content is always awesome. So I thank you for giving me a seat at your table.
All right. Well, you're always welcome, and that's what we're here for. We're all about community and getting information out that's going to be helpful to uplift our community and to impact our community. And so you've been tuned into the Coffee Break on TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with the global reach, and we've been here with the phenomenal, amazing, incomparable Marissa McKinnies, the founder and CEO of
The
Put
Putt Away
Away
Cancer
Cancer.
Foundation.
And so, you know, get out there and start swinging for cancer because,
Yes.
you know, we need your help all the time.
Thank you.
And thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Yay. Huh?
All right.
Okay.
That was
All